Hi everyone, New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield and Escaping the Paranormal with me. But today, we're not talking about paranormal. You can escape with me on the paranormal on my books on Amazon. I'll link those up below. But today we're going to actually talk about some real life stuff, my weight loss journey, and I'm going to share with you, actually I would like to plan with you on how to create a SMART wins goal for uh, goal action plan for weight loss for this week. So I'm going to create my Smart Wins plan for this coming week, and I'm going to create this with you so you can see it. And hopefully, if you'd like to try it, maybe you'll try it yourself. And let me know in the comments section below if you find this kind of helpful. So I am super excited to share this with you, and I look forward to hearing your comments below. Let's get started. Okay, so very first thing, very important to note, is I lost another 2 pounds. Yay! So in 4 weeks, because this is week 4. So in 4 weeks since starting this plan to lose weight, I'm trying to lose the baby weight. She's 3 years old now, so I have no excuse. I have to get rid of it. I decided to buckle down and do the work that I need to do to lose the weight. I'm 44. I get it. My metabolism has slowed down. It's not the same as it was when I was younger. Totally get that. So I have to forge forward and push through. And I want to be healthy. So I've got some really great motivation behind me to make this work. I've lost 10 pounds in 4 weeks, which is a little above average. The average recommended weight loss that you should lose is 2 pounds a week. So I should be at 8 pounds, but my first week I lost 4 pounds, and I'm guessing it's because of water weight. Even though I've increased my water intake, for whatever reason, I'm guessing with everything else I'm doing, it's helped me to lose some water weight, maybe. I'm not a doctor or a health coach, or a physical trainer, so I'm just assuming that's what happened. So for the first week, I lost 4, then every other week after that, I lost 2, and that's my goal. Every week is to lose 2. Now, I feel like I'm losing a little motivation now that I've got down to 10 pounds, and I still want to lose quite a bit more. Now that I've got down 10 pounds, my clothes are fitting better. I'm starting to feel better about myself, but my motivation is kind of slacking to continue to do the work. And there's challenges that pop up, and it doesn't matter when you do your weight loss journey or your weight management journey, you're going to have challenges pop up. The coronavirus pandemic popped up in the middle of doing my weight loss journey. And here's the deal, sometimes it's harder to get the healthier foods that you want because grocery stores are lacking in some food. And I get it. We're all trying to stock up for, a couple weeks just in case we're put in quarantine or that kind of thing. Totally get it. And the stores have done really well of trying to keep it restocked after that first initial explosion. And if you've experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. There was 1 week where it was just impossible to get anything. But things have gotten better, and so I'm slowly continuing my journey, and I didn't lose a step, which I'm very proud of, and I want to continue to do that. But I do feel like my motivation is falling a little short, so I decided to do a Smart Win plan. Now, this is based off of the SMART action plans, which I used in corporate America for years, for almost 10 years. It's been around forever. In fact, when I first started my individual coaching business, Spirit of Mind Connection, coaching and hypnotherapy, master NLP practitioner, when I first started it, I used the SMART plan. But as I was working with clients and they were paying me to help them find success, I found that there were some other components that when I added into my SMART planning that actually helped to increase the rate of success. And so I created what I call Smart Wins, which is based loosely off of the SMART action plan. SMART is based loosely off of that. And then the wins is something that I added to it. And so we're going to create a SMART wins plan today, and we're going to do it together as I'm working, and it's going to be for me particularly for my weight loss plan. But you can do it along with me and hopefully are able to adapt this. I will also link up below. I did an actual video on what Smart Wins is and all the components to it for a better understanding. I'll link that up below, because if you like this action plan, if you're not working with me as a client, you might be interested in doing it on your own, and that's fine. That's why I shared it. So I will link up the video below that gives you all of the components and goes into deeper explanation of what each component is. For right now, I'm going to work on my goal, and if you work on your goal, I'd love to hear if you're working on your goal in the comment section below, or if you found this helpful to help you work on your goal or your action plan going forward. So the number one, you need to know what you're working on. My goal is to lose weight. I want to keep my continued success rate of 2 pounds a week. And so hormones are going to come into play in the next week. So I know that I need to really buckle down, and I know that my motivation is kind of falling short. It fell short at the end of last week. So again, I know that I need to buckle down. And how I figure that out is because I look at every week, I look at the previous week and I say, what were my successes and what were my losses, or what were my failures? And remember, failure is only a stepping stone to success. If you fail, it's okay, because you now know what didn't work, so you can move forward and find more success going forward. So failure is okay. It's not the end of anything. It's the beginning of trying it differently. So I know where I was falling short last week, and I know why I was falling short last week. So it's going to help and go into component of this action plan. So number one, specific for S, okay, so each word or each letter of Smart Wins is representative of a word. So S starts off with what is your goal? My goal is lose 2 pounds this coming week. So that's very, very simple, very straightforward, but it's specific because I want to lose at least 2 pounds. It could be more than that, just like I lost 4 pounds one week, but it's specific. I want to lose 2 pounds. So I'm being specific. You want to be as specific as possible when you're writing down your goal. And remember, you're only working on a 1 week time frame, which means that you want it specific and realistic to what you can do in 1 week. So my S is specific, is to lose 2 pounds this coming week. My M, which is measurable, how am I going to measure this success, is to weigh in on Friday. I'm not going to weigh any other time, but I'm going to weigh in on Friday. I'm also going to use a tape measure, which I haven't done in the past. I'm going to do a tape measure comparison for my hips, waist, thighs, stomach, which are my problematic areas. And so I'm going to look at that as well and make sure that those are starting to see some improvement as I continue to work towards slimming down, which is my number one goal, right? So those are how I'm going to measure it, and then I'm going to also try to portion out my food more, make sure that I'm keeping it portioned and getting it into good portion sizes, so that I'm staying honest to myself in what I'm tracking. So that's how I'm going to measure things. So then A is for action items. You got SMA. A is for action items. So my actions are to eat right, portioning, exercise 3 times a day, which is 10 minutes of cardio dance daily. I use Pop Sugar or something else on YouTube. It's free. And I do my cardio that way. My daughter joins me. Or if I'm cleaning the house, I turn on the radio and we dance while I'm cleaning. Then you've got, I've got yoga 3 times this week. So I'm going to do yoga 3 times this week. And I want to work on my arms once with weights or resistance. I want to work on my legs twice with weights or resistance. Resistance could be squatting, or you could do weights. And then I want to work on my core twice this week as well. And I'm going to use Spark People to track my progress, both my exercise, my my water intake, my food intake. I'm going to use Spark People to track all three. I'm going to create a daily vlog of how I fit all of this into my day as a work from home mom. So if you are a work from home parent or stay at home mom and you feel like you want to do this and you're struggling with this, then hopefully me vlogging about how I fit it into my day may help you with motivation. So I'm going to share that here on the channel over the next week. And I thought that would be a really out of the box, innovative kind of solution. I'll talk to you about that in a minute when I get to the wins portion of this. And then, so I also figure I will create a meditation to stay motivated. And I have a poll in the community tab asking everybody what guided meditation they want to see in next week's Wednesday video. And if staying motivated or getting motivated is not the one that is voted on, I will do two next week. I will share my getting motivated guided meditation, which I am using this week. So it'll be tried and true. I've been practicing it before I share it. And then, of course, I will share whichever one is voted in as what everybody wants to see next week. So there will be two, or there may just be one if you guys all vote for getting motivated. So it really depends. Is this realistic? That's the R. And I feel it's very realistic. It's something I can easily achieve and something I can do. And it's very relevant to my life plan and my balanced life wheel. So I think that's really good. And those are the kind of questions I ask when I say, is it realistic for the R? And then my timeline is 1 week daily check-ins. So every day I'm going to check in. I'm not going to weigh myself. I'm going to weigh myself on Friday next week. But every day I'm going to check in with my action plan and make sure that I'm staying on track and make sure that I'm doing what I committed to this week. So I've actually increased my check-ins. I usually only do every midweek and end of week check-in. But this time, because I'm feeling undermotivated, even though I'm seeing improvement, and this is typical when you're finding success, when you find moderate success, it's easy to get comfortable with that and then feel undermotivated. And that's where I'm at right now. I recognize it. I know what I'm doing. I've seen it with clients. I've seen it with myself. So I am just adding a little extra to my action plan this week to make sure that I keep that motivation. And so now let's get to the wins. So the wins are WINS, and the W is why. What is my motivation? My motivation is to get healthy. I want to be here when I'm 100 years old. My daughter is 50 years old, and I want to see my grandkids. So getting healthy is number one to me. That inside and out, feeling healthy, and I think that's super important to me, and that's my motivation. I want to see my grandkids. So it's important to me. And so that's my number one motivation. You remember you need to dig deep. I talk a little bit about that. And if you'd like to see a video on root cause analysis, let me know in the comment section below and I can add that to my content for next week. But digging deep to find what your motivation is. What is your true motivation? It's easy to say I want to get healthy, but why do I want to get healthy? I want to be here for my grandkids. I want to be able to run and play with them. And I had my daughter late in life, and that's okay. But I want to make sure that I'm strong and healthy when my grandkids come and I can play with them. I mean, that's a huge motivation to me. So I'm digging deeper. And every week I try to dig a little bit deeper and see if there's more motivation here than I realize. So I want to grow old with my husband. So, I mean, these are motivations that are important to me. So digging deep is important, and that's where you want to go. I want to feel energetic throughout the day instead of relying on coffee to wake me up. I want to feel good inside and out. I want to know that I'm healthy on the inside as well as on the outside. So those are the kind of things that are motivating me. Innovative. The I for wins is innovative. How am I being innovative this week? How am I doing things a little bit differently? What is my out of the box thinking that's going to help me continue this plan? My out of the box thinking this week is to create a daily vlog on how I'm fitting all of this in. I am being accountable to myself. And because I'm telling you that I'm going to share this next week with you on the channel, and won't start until Monday because I don't do videos on Saturday and Sunday. But because I'm telling you I'm going to share this with you on the channel, then I'm being accountable to you too. So that's a huge out of the box solution for me to feel like I'm being accountable and sharing with you the struggles that it does take to make these kind of things, these lifestyle changes. There are struggles that go into making these lifestyle changes, and you're going to be able to ride that train with me next week to see what kind of struggles it is. Um, and and so it's a very, I feel it's very innovative idea. um, and then the meditation, I'm adding the meditation, the guided meditation, as far as getting motivated all week. I'm going to be focusing in on that one meditation. Normally, I focus in on multiple meditations, but all week I'm going to be focused in on getting pumped and motivated to achieve my goals. So those are my two innovative ideas that are different from last week that I hope will be out of the box thinking that are going to help me climb over any obstacles. Then, what's new? So this question is, what worked last week, what didn't work last week, and what am I doing new? What is my new? So what worked last week was I was eating healthy and I was reducing sugar. There were some days where I didn't have any additional sugar in my diet, which was I was very proud of. And when I get sugar, it's usually my coffee. And so there were some days where I only drank a half a cup of coffee instead of a full cup of coffee. So my sugar was really reducing a lot. And sugar has a lot of dirty secrets. If you'd like to see a video on that, I will share it. Let me know in the comment section below, because there are a lot of dirty secrets around sugar, and I will happily share with you that insight, what I've learned through my research. Sugar is very bad for us, very bad. So that's motivating. And then what didn't work, my tracking fell short. And I get it. It's going to, for, until I build it into a habit, it improved, but it still fell short from what I wanted to do this week. And so I want to make sure that I keep that as a focus. So you did see that I talked about tracking in Spark People and using Spark People to track, and then feeling unmotivated to exercise, and that was what I felt last week. That's what didn't work. I felt unmotivated to exercise, so I needed to change that. And so in turn, I set out an actual plan of what I want to do every day and how many times I want to do each thing, and I'm planning to blog about it to show how hard it is to get it in there, or how easy it is to get it in there as a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, um, and that kind of thing. So, it's not like we can go, you know, to the gym right now. So it's all work from home stuff. It's working out from home and that kind of thing. So it's going to be interesting to see how I push through this next week. I'm excited. And then success. Now the S for wins is success. So what is my how am I going to celebrate my success? How am I going to celebrate that I've done a good job? And my celebration for success in this instance will be to allow myself to spend a little money on, I still haven't figured out my celebrate for success, but I think I'm going to allow myself to spend a little money on pampering my skin, or doing like a pamper package or something. So if I'm successful in achieving my goal, then I'm going to do a little spa day for myself, or pamper me day, and I might even yeah, do a little spa day, pamper me day. So that is my plan for this week. I hope that you found this helpful, that I shared this with you. Um, and it helps you in creating your own smart wins plan, and I hope that you give it a try. And again, I'll link up all of the components to a smart win so that you can go ahead and work on your own plan. But I do hope that this is helpful. I know my channel isn't focused on fitness um, or exercising, but it is focused on healthy living. That is one of the focuses on this channel. I focus on a lot of things that I have a great mix of different things that we talk about on this channel. And it's all things that I do on a daily basis. So I'm just sharing with you, I'm giving you an insight into what's going on in my world. And I'm hoping that, and I try to put it with a spin where I'm giving you helpful information, like walking through a Smart Wins plan. And hopefully that'll help you if you've got any goals you want to work on. You don't have to work on this. I think in the video that I did, the components of the Smart Wins, I actually talked about how to create a writing plan, and this is a weight loss plan, so you can use this for any area of your life that you want to work on. So give it a try and let me know how it works for you. I look forward to hearing that. Thanks so much for joining me on my weight loss journey. Let me know in the comment section below if you are doing your own weight loss journey. What were some of your successes last week? Let's celebrate together. So I'd love to hear what kind of successes you had last week with your weight loss journey. Thank you so much. And always remember, I'm not a doctor, so any change to your exercise or diet, always check with your healthcare provider or your physician. Be healthy, stay healthy. Right now, it's really important to stay as healthy as possible. So stay healthy, be safe. Um, do good unto others, be kind, always walk within light and love. And I will see you in our next video. Bye.